Grunt Blaster here with another video, and yeah, so I know the camera quality is a little different because the bad lighting and everything, and just, I know it's bad. Just level with me, all right? Okay, so yeah, I haven't been able to make as long videos as I wish I could. Just gonna say that right off the bat, but I am planning on making another story video, and this might be the one. So let's get down to it. This story takes place also at OCC. Oh, no, sorry. Wayne State. Yeah, it's the big WU. Yeah, I don't know why I messed that one up. Anyway, I'm going to Wayne State University now, so just so you guys know. Which means I'm at a university, but also means I don't have as much free time to make videos. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. Besides the fact, this is the story and we're gonna get to it right now. So here it is. All right, this takes place at the Wayne State cafeteria. Now, Wayne State, they have a pretty decent cafeteria. It's got cafes, I think it's got a Taco Bell. I don't know. It's got a few restaurants, but the one and only is Panda Express. Now, Panda Express may be one of my favorite fast food restaurants, and one of the main reasons is it's because you get to enjoy Americanized Chinese food, which, you know, sweet and sour chicken is like the bomb. If you like not PF Chang's, Panda Express, go to the comment section and tell us why you like it. I like it because the orange chicken's fantastic. So I'm going there. I'm sitting there in line, about to pay for a meal that's, you know, being processed and going through the whole thing, and yeah, expressing the panda, which is actually illegal. You're not supposed to do that, but you know, don't tell anybody I said that. Yeah, so we're going through the process, and I'm standing in line, and I see this guy out of the corner of my eye. He's kind of just standing off to the side, like this pole right here. I just happen to see him walk by in the corner of my eye, and I notice him, and I'm like, he's looking at me, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Look, maybe thought he knew somebody, but hopefully he figures it out soon. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just kind of waiting for my order, thinking about if I should order anything next, and suddenly, over the dividing, like, line dividers, you know, the ropes, the dude that I saw goes underneath the dividers, walks up about this close to my face, and then says, "Hi, I'm Kevin." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm standing. I'm standing there, I'm like, "Hi, Kevin, how you doing?" He's like, "Good, I'm good. You like the Chinese food here?" "Yeah, I do like the Chinese food here. It's pretty good." "Yeah, I love to eat here because my family makes Chinese food, and this is pretty close." "Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know." "Oh, do you go here often?" "Yes, I do." "What do you think I should order?" We're having this conversation. And it's mostly one-sided. I don't really want to talk to him. I'm still walking away. Like, I'm leaving. I'm trying to leave the conversation, and I'm walking away. The dude follows me and continues to tap on my shoulder and tell me stuff. He just keeps asking me questions. And I'm, like, you know, paying for my thing. I get my food, and he's, you know, still, like, having this conversation that's clearly not actually happening. So I'm standing there, and I'm listening to him, because he's kind of like, you know, trapped me now between where my intended destination is and where I began. So he's like right in the middle, and I can't really just walk away from this, unfortunately. So he's standing there, and he's talking super fast now. Like, you know, you could see like spit particles flying here and there, kind of like 1942 if you played the airplane game on Capcom thing, well, arcade game. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, so spit's flying, and then suddenly he just goes, "Ah, shoot, what happened? What just happened?" I know it was great. Anyway, he spits up mucus into his hand, sucks it back up, and swallows it. And he's like, "Sorry, if I talk super fast, I spit up." Oh, man. Into his right hand. Remember that. Into his right hand. So he brings me, he's like, "Here, let's sit down so we can continue our conversation." I'm like, I don't want to continue to have this. But I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just have to have a conversation with this guy. "Hi, how about you meet me over where my brother and I are working? You could sit down and we can continue our conversation." He's like, "Okay." And I'm like, At first, I was like, there's weirdos out there, and you don't know exactly what you're gonna run into. And I was a little nervous for him to take me somewhere I wasn't quite sure about. I was quite new to the campus, so I didn't know where he was taking me. And now he's nervous because he doesn't know where I'm taking me. So now we're both nervous about what's going to happen next. And it's ludicrous. It's crazy. We make it back to where I'm sitting. My brother Gabe, he's sitting there and he's working, typing on his whatnot. And I just sit down. And I'm like, well, before I sit down, I walk up and I'm like, hey, Gabe, this is my new friend, Kevin. And he's like, hi, Kevin. He wasn't quite sure if I knew this guy from class, but yeah, it was weird. So he shakes his right hand, the one that he spit up in, and I didn't tell him right away because I didn't. Oh man, yeah. We sit down. We're continuing this conversation. Goes back and forth. He continues to talk about stuff, and I continue to talk about stuff, and get to a point in the conversation where he's like, so, how old are you guys? Or whatever. That ends up in conversation. I said, I'm 17 and he's 16. My brother, 16. He's like, how do they let you in on campus? I said, well, he's like, you guys must be really smart. I'm like, well, I don't think I wouldn't say I'm pretty smart, I guess. Not more than the average person, I guess. I guess I'm okay. And so he's like, he's about this, everything's about to wrap up. Oh, before that happens. Everything's about to wrap up in conversation. And the dude's like, well, it was great meeting you, Jeremiah. And I said, well, it was great meeting you too, Kevin. And shake hands like so. He grabs my thumb and holds it down. And he says, try to pull it out. Oh, man. So this already wasn't awkward enough. But before that, he kind of rubs my thumb as we're shaking hands, like I know we're holding it for a lot longer than we should be, and then he clamps down and then asks me to, remove my hand from his grip. So after one big attempt, I pulled my hand out with as much force as I could muster at that moment, and he asked like, "Wow, you are way stronger than I am." I said, I'm not about as strong as the average guy. I wouldn't say I'm crazy. I don't work out to that much. Probably should. Anyway, then he asked how old we were, and then we go through this conversation. And then as I'm telling him, as we got into, in mid-sentence, I'm telling this guy something, he just walks away and just completely ignores the fact that I was still talking to him. I'm like, all right, guess the conversation's over. Guess it's over. And then, so an hour and it passes. And we're still I'm working on my thing. Gabe's working on his thing. He leans over and he's like, so, is Kevin from your class or something? And I said, no, actually, I just met him. And he's like, oh, all right then. And, so then, hours later, I'm telling this story to some friends of ours, and I mentioned the spit up part, and yeah, I completely forgot about that. So Gabe went through the whole day up until that point with shaking the hand with mucus of someone else's mouth hole. So anyway, that was a disgusting story. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But, you got to watch out for those people at Wayne State. I haven't met Kevin. Well, I didn't. I saw him another time. I walked by hoping that he wouldn't notice me, and he wasn't. He was focused on something. So, yeah, I have yet to have another conversation with that guy. Hopefully it doesn't happen anytime soon. Good times. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my channel if you haven't for more content. I have some other great stuff. I have another previous story. I'll put the previous story in the link in the description. That one's super funny too. I enjoyed that. That was a great time. And yeah. Hope you guys liked it, and I wish you a fantastic night. It's night, as you can see. It's nighttime. All right, bye y'all.